Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Aslam al-Zarhuni.
And my name is Adil Mubarak Shwayhi.
We are students of University of Sharjah. Our presentation today is about Etisalat. As we all know, Etisalat is one of the greatest telecom companies in UAE. And our interview today with Mr. Isam Mahmoud. He is one of the highest or one of the top level managers regarding the businesses here in Etisalat. So please, Mr. Isam, may you introduce yourself once.
Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Adil, for giving me this chance to be part of this interview also and to be part of your projects. And inshallah, I wish you all the successfuls, not only on this project, but also on your career path and also on your university. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Isam Mahmoud. I'm the Senior Vice President of Small and Medium Businesses and Etisalat. I'm involved and in charge of the sales activity for the SMB segments in Etisalat, covering the whole regions, whether it's from the Northern Emirates side, Dubai or Abu Dhabi. We are holding all the responsibilities of not only selling product proposition, sales, and also deals or solutions to the customer of a business in Etisalat, but also we are the one who's involved of how we market our products. We are involved how we take our market to the countries, or how we take our market to the fields. So all these things are part of our responsibility to ensure the successful of sales of Etisalat, and also to ensure that the customer is getting the right product, the right solution at the right time.
So we have some few questions. So please, may you start?
Is it okay if I started with asking the questions?
Feel free. Today I'm all yours. I'm here dedicated to answer the questions. It's not only a matter of answering the question, it's at least to shed light some of the points or the expertise or the information which we have that could be useful not only for you, but also inshallah for the whole students of the Sharjah universities on your field.
Hopefully. First question. What is the planning process in your organization?
As discussed, we in Etisalat, especially my responsibility is the sales. In the business, we are generating a revenue of almost 7 to 8 billion dirhams a year. So we, myself, only as SMBs, we are covering 60%, almost between 5 to 6 billions. So as an entities holding this type of revenue, definitely they have a highest targets. So the board, the management have higher expectations, and the board and the management are expecting that this segment needs to continue growth year on year. Not only because of growth or because to satisfy the board, no, because the market is growing, and we know all of how the SMB markets in UAE are growing. So definitely, if we really need to set a plan of how we need to continue the growth, the plan should be streamlined, the plan should be well organized, and the plan should be fit the requirements of the business, the requirements of the customer within the UAE. So how the plan has been set? We have a target. Definitely every organization, especially when it comes to the sales, they have a target needs to achieve. The target comes from our boards, and how do they do it? They study the market situations. Do they see if the market is growing or not growing? If the market is growing in these countries, what is the percentage of the growth that it's happening in the regions, or happening in the Gulf, or happening in the UAEs? Based on the growth of the UAE markets, based on the growth of the regions, they set expectations, or they set a percentage that with this current trend, that we need to grow by 4%. So we receive this as a target from the top managements, and internally for us, it's an obligation to achieve that target. What do? We plan ourselves. So we plan ahead for our next year. Once we receive the target, is what should be our right strategies. For example, this year, for example, now they gave us a target to achieve 7% growth for the next year, which means that I have to generate 1 billion dirhams for next year. But this 1 billion dirhams will not come blindly. It has to have the right strategies from the day one. So we decided for the last 2 or 3 months, we've been working internally with all our team members, including our management, of setting for ourselves a full clear strategies. So we have designed almost 10 strategy planning pillars. It covers all the areas. It's not only, by the way, when you set a strategy or you set a plan, it shouldn't only cover money, or should not cover a product. It has to also cover the people. It also have the people benefits, the people requirements, the process, the system, the regulations, the techniques, or the details. So we plan ahead 3 months before starting of the years. based on the target which we receive, focusing on what we need to achieve, focus on where we need to achieve, focus on how we need to achieve. So you need, first of all, you have the what, which is the product, because for us, what we sell to the customer, we sell solution, we sell products, we sell, let's say, techniques. So all these things needs to be set of what we will sell by next year. Then you need to decide who will sell it, because at the end, it's like a finger. All your fingers are not alike. So each one has different requirements, each one has different needs. So we are also designing a process, or we are designing a product that can fit the need of every single segment of the business by how to sell it, where to sell it, what to sell it, when to sell it. And all these are coming as full strategies of setting the plan, setting the pillars, who will do what, when they will do it, how they will do it, what they will do it, what are the percentage, what are the targets, what are the KPI, what are the SLAs.
Something you said caught me off guard. Planning takes 3 months. Just planning alone takes 3 months.
Exactly. You know why the planning takes 3 months? Because you're not working alone. For you to deliver these numbers, for you to deliver these targets, definitely you have stakeholders. Definitely you have someone who will be affecting your achievements, whether it's from IT, whether it's from technology, whether it's from engineering, whether it's from even regulations, because with Salat, the Salat is not a company all by itself. We have a regulations entity who's controlling us of what to release and how to release it, what should be the right package, the right models. So if we really need to achieve the numbers, you need to be ready from now. You cannot just say, I need to increase by 5% and starting the year, you will say, this product is not yet ready, I need to coordinate with engineering will take 2-3 months. This product is not ready, I need to have an approval from the regulatory, and that will take 3-4 months. So if you will start by January, all this product will be ready by June. You will never be able to achieve it in 6 months. So for us, we have to start before the year end. So once the year started, I have everything is ready on my hand and go and sell it to achieve the numbers. So that's why we are setting 3 months ahead, because I need to identify who's responsible of what, whether it's internal stakeholders or external stakeholders, whether it's internal within Etisalat or outside Etisalat. Because also I have outside Etisalat, because for us, we sell products. I have a vendor. Is the vendor ready? Does the vendor is ready for me to support me installing the services? Vendor is having the product or not? Is it having enough quantity or not? Do we have the right store? Do we have the right stock management? Do we have the right techniques? Do we have the right people? So that's why 3 months in advance, we are coordinating with all departments to make sure that what we are need to achieve, it's ready, it's available, it's a matter of switch on. By January, when the target clock will start, by January, when your objectives, your goal, and your plan will be counted as your scorecard, you have to make sure that you have backed yourself, that all the stakeholders, dependency, what we call them, are ready also. So that's why we set 3 months in advance. If I need something from them, they have to be aware from now. I cannot go by January, Mr. Engineer, I need to deliver the products because I have to generate 1 billion. Please make it ready for me tomorrow. It will never happen.
Exactly, it is impossible.
Okay, and the second question is, what types of plan do you prepare, for example, short term, long term, etc.?
I would say we, especially in the start in the business, it's a mix. What do I mean by mix? It's based on the situations which you are falling in. It's based on the customer requirements and also based on your strategy. Example, we have, for example, a product which I need to release it, and that will kill the markets or will boost my sales. But that product to be ready, because of complexity of the product itself, it might take a year to be developed. Whether it's engineering, equipment, especially with the situation which we have, where we dependent mainly on the equipment, whether it's coming from China, coming from US, coming from Russia. On the current world situation, sometimes the equipment will get delayed. So if these equipments get delayed, I cannot deliver my solutions. Do I need to stand doing nothing and wait for that product to be launched and lose the opportunity? No. So that we call something called short-term solution. Means a products, it's semi-products or a product or a solutions can fulfill your needs. However, it's not what I need as an ultimate goal. So we call something short-term. Means something I need to release it today, at least start selling to the market, let the customer start using, let the customer start enjoying, let me start building the customer, generating my revenue. Once my ultimate goal, which is the long-term plan, is ready, easily I can migrate them from A to B. So we have a short-term plan for something where I have to release it now. I have a short-term plans. If my process is not supporting me, if my automation process is not supporting me, I have to run as a manual orders. Or I have something where I have to release it now because I know that there will be a delay of releasing the products, which will take time. And sometimes also, especially as a sales, we have two plans. Yearly plan of you to achieve the targets, and also where you want to be achieving in 5 years. So for me, I know that in 5 years, I have to grow by 20%. But definitely, let's be realistic. You can't grow 20% in one go, in one shot. That's, I will call it miracle. But I have an objectives and I have a plan which sits for us that on 2026 or 27 or 29, I need to achieve that percentage. But year by year by year, I need to grow and continuously growing. So that's why I have an objective of 5 years and I have a yearly plan of how to achieve it. Within the yearly plans, I have a short term, I have a long term. Something I can start tomorrow immediately, something I need to work on it to start after 6 months, after 3 months, but it's not going to affect me because my short term already started. It will elevate myself to go to the next level.
Something I've realized speaking to a top manager, you always like to use we instead of you or me.
Yes.
Is there any particular reason?
Exactly. See, for me, who is your assets? Is the people. Without the people, I want to say you're nothing. You cannot work. Without the team, you cannot work. No one on earth can run any business individually or independently. He needs to have a team. At the end, it's not a matter of a bike you want to drive it by yourself. It's a boat you need to move. If you have a boat and you just sail it by yourself, it will move, it will go, but it will go as slow. If you have a boat which has two members, one is driving front and the other is driving backward, it will never move. So what do you need? You need a team of people who can drive the boats, go fast to achieve the objectives in one direction, in one goal, in one objectives. So for me, it's not whatever I have so far we have done, alhamdulillah, it shows they're successful. It's not me, Asam, who did it, it's the whole team of my members who was behind me, who was with me, who stayed day and night to work together and ensure that whatever management has set for us as a target, as an objective, is achieved.
Okay, heading on to the third question. What is your organizational structure, type, levels, number of employees, numbers of departments?
So you are going to deep details.
Deep questions, that's right.
You
Yes.
need to understand how Etisalat works, huh?
That's right.
See, let me start from the top layers as Etisalat, or we won't call it Etisalat because you guys know that last 2 years we have changed our name.
Yeah.
So now we call EN. And someone might ask, okay, what does EN mean? Previously, we used to call ourselves Etisalat, which was a single entity working only on telecom. I can provide you the core services from internet, voice, fixed, mobiles. But technology has moved, and there are lots of innovative ideas came in, and people have started thinking differently using the latest technology. So even ourselves internally, we have moved from being a telecom provider to TechCo provider. What does TechCo means? We are technology, we are not telecom. So I can provide you with core services, which is my bread and butter. I can provide you with digital services. I can provide you with ICT solutions. I can provide you with network solutions. And internally, I can provide you with services in UAE, or in Saudi, or in Morocco, or in Egypt. I have more than 19 different locations we as Etisalat located. We can provide you as business. I can provide you as consumer for individuals. We can provide you digital services. I can provide you core services. So our entities has grown dramatically, and it needs that each entity needs to focus on their own core services. So that's why now we have in Etisalat EN Capital, means that if there is a small company is growing or I need to buy a share in any other countries, that EN Capital will be involved. And we have something called EN Enterprise, because now business customer always using digital solutions. So if you need to have a digital solution as business entities, whether in UAE, in China, in Morocco, in Pakistan, we have our OpCos, which is called EN Enterprise, selling digital solutions. And so forth, so on. And we have EN Etisalat. Etisalat is what we are here today. Etisalat where you are here today. Etisalat is where you guys are using your mobile daily while you're driving, and you're supposed not to use a mobile when driving. Etisalat is what providing you with the data, whether it's in your home and your business or your mobile. And Etisalat, the structure starts definitely with the CEO. He's our CEO, reports to our group CEO, reports to our chairman. So we have a chairman. Under the chairman, there is a group CEO who's involved with all the employees of Etisalat and all the companies of Etisalat. Under the group of CEO, we have the CEO of Etisalat UAE, Mr. Masood. He's the one who's involved with Etisalat UAE. Under him, there are multiple layers based on their work. We have CHRO, who's involved with HR. We have CFO, who's involved with finance. We have CMO, who's involved with commercial, but for the consumer. We have CBO, which is the Chief Business Officers, my boss. And we have the Chief Regulations Officers. I'll ignore the others because it's not related to us, it's other entities. So we have we have the group, we have the CEO, we have the CBO, which is Chief Business Officers. And here we are discussing today. Under the Chief of Business Officers, also he has 6 different layers. He has one person involved with the sales related to the government. He has one person involved with the sales related to the enterprise. He has one person involved of related to the global links, because for us, they are, that the customer has a branch here, he has a branch in UK, he has a branch in China, he needs a link. Who will provide him the link? We have a team called Global Team. They will be called, they are lucky, because every day they are traveling to UK, traveling to China, traveling to France, to make sure that we have a hub, that if my customer wants a branch, it's very simple, I can give you a link. So for those type of services, our global links are involved. I have a marketing, because at the end, what you want to sell, a product, who will create product for you? It's a marketing. Where personally, I call them our factory. So they are the one who's productizing our solution, our products, our services. And then we have something called customer experience, because customer always is the most important. We are a utility service. If the customer is not happy with us, he will not buy my service. If the customer is not happy with us, if he bought my service, he will not come back. So I have to make sure that he's happy with my service, with my journey, with my solution, so that he come back to us. And who will track this? Our customer experience team. And then I have myself, which is the SVP SMB, which I'm involved with the SMB business segments. Again, CEO, CBO, SVP, SMB. Under me, I have 7 different layers. Why I have 7 different layers? Because I manage 177,000 customers. I cannot have one unit managing all those customers. So I have 2, but I have different units. If you allow me.
No problem.
I have to take some water because of the cups. So that's why I have segmented my 177 customers, 177,000 into 5 different segments. Under each segments, I have one vice president managing their business. And I don't want to go into details. I have layer 1, layer 3, and layer 4. So how many layers do we have from my CEO to bottom? 6 layers. CEO, CBO, SVP, VP, director, senior manager, sales manager, sales managers. Total of 6 layers from top to the bottom.
And just out of curiosity, who's the chairman?
This is Mr. Jassim Utaiba. He's the chairman of Etisalat, Jassim Utaiba al-Zahabi. He's the chairman of the whole groups. He's the top leader before the government. Because at the end we are government, 60% are governments. So the one who's controlling us is the government. And the government, they are the one who's appointing the chairman. And the chairman appoints group CEO appoints CEO, CEO appoints CEO. It's a layers.
So, Mr. Sam, as if you told us that you are serving more than 100,000 customers here,
177,000.
and 6 different layers of employees. So how do you encourage them? How do you motivate them? How do you push them more to make more and more achievements?
That's a good question. Employee is the first. Employee is what I mentioned, assets. Employee is what they're driving the results. Employee are the one who's facing the customer. Employee are the front lines, who's driving you and bringing you the numbers and the results. And at Etisalat, or especially in SMBs, in my sections, we have some program called Sales Incentive Program. So what is Sales Incentive Program? It's a reward system, it's one of the reward system, I'll go into details later. It's one of the reward system which we are providing to our sales team to encourage them to do more, which we providing it to as a money rewards at the end of the year or at the end of the quarters, to push them to do more, to reward them, to appreciate them, thanking them of what they have done. So what do? It's all based on your sales. So you will have a set of targets beginning of the year, and each quarter I will set a target for you that you need to achieve X percentage. And our target is comprising of, I would say, two different layers. One is the quantity of sales you do. Second is the revenue generated from those type of sales. And there's a matrix which we are achieving, and the people or the persons who achieve the highest will get the more. So the highest you do, the more money you get. Up to what? It goes up to 15 times your salary. Yeah, and we have a matrix starting from one basic salary. It goes up to 15 times. What is the 15 times? To reach to 500,000, to reach to 1 million even. If you are a top players, you might reach to 1 million, but you have to achieve the highest in terms of the targets. You have to achieve in terms of the volume of activity you do. So we have a matrix. The matrix is designed by our finance, by our HR teams. It's explained to the people of what needs to be done. They also have a system to track it. Where are they so far? Why is it very important? Because if you really need to achieve the 15 or 5 or 10, you need every day, every month, every week to know where is your standing so far. If you are 1 and you want to achieve 2, this is a requirement. So you will do more because I need 2. The one who's achieving 2, he wants 3, and so on and so forth. So this is a SIP, which we call Sales Incentive Program. It's based on your activity. It's based on your performance. It's based on your results, yourself. But we have a tracking systems. We set the targets. We have other programs also, multiple programs. We have a plan or strategy we call gamification. What is the gamifications? Gamification, at every 6 months, we design a strategy. Example, last month we designed something called marathon. What does marathon? Marathon means that you need to, I don't know guys if you know the word marathon. Marathon is 40 kilometers, but for example, marathons, where first you need to do what? Swimming, then you need to do a bike, then you need to do a run. So we are creating a game within our teams that if you do the swimmings, you might to achieve 10,000 points based on your activity. If you achieve it and successful, you are eligible to enter to second leg, which is the cycling. And the cycling also has limited number of points. If you exceed the cycling, you are eligible now reaching to the third layer, which is the running. But how to achieve it is based on activity. The more you do of activity, the more sales you are closing, you are eligible to the second layer. At the end of the marathon, the winner, he will be announced that you are the one who closed the 41 kilometers, or you are the one who closed 55 kilometers, and he will be awarded. You will get medal, appreciations. It will be an event which we are conducting every 6 months. We are announcing who are the winners from each, because that's different activity. Marathon of digital. Digital means our solutions. Marathon of mobile, the one who closed the highest mobile. Marathon of fixed, the one who closed the highest internet services. Marathon of UTAP. UTAP is a product, the one who closed X number of services. So we have a marathon for each product, we have a marathon for each services, and we have announcements based on your activity, based on your performance. That's one of the gamification. And we have Spot Awards. Spot Award, it's every month. So the best employee of the month, based on the performance, he will be awarded, he will be recognized by our chief, by our CEO. He will go to the stage. He will be recognized as one of the best employee of the month, as we call Spot Awards. And he will also be rewarded with some monies. And we also something called quarterly awards. So again, because we are having quarter review performance, so every quarter we'll also announce who is the winner of the quarters. And we have also SVP award. So I select the people based on their performance change, based on evaluation change, based on their mindset change, based on maybe he was a very bad person, suddenly he changed. So I always like to motivate him, encourage him by putting him as a Spot Awards. I also recognize those people. And we have something called daily awards. Example, for example, maybe you will feel it very cheap, but keep in mind that we have different types of employee. We have an employee of the lower layer who's getting a salary of 5,000-6,000. So we have award by vouchers of dinner, vouchers of lunch, vouchers of breakfast. If today you close 5 deals, I'll give you a vouchers of dinner in XYZ restaurants. or vouchers of Carrefour, or vouchers of City Center. So these are the points. Some are appreciation, some are certificate, some are coming to the stage, and some are the work as a money.
Thank you. What is the control mechanism in your organization? Tell us about the control process being used in your organization.
If you recall, when I discussed with you our structure, I told you that under the CEO, there is a chief regulations. What is the chief regulatory officer is? He does two things. Well, he does multiple things, but I will highlight two important points specifically. Number one, he will ensure that any regulation which we receive from our TDRA, the Telecom Regulatory Office, is being implemented. So he is the person who's involved of ensuring that all the rules, regulations, process, procedures which been imposed on us by the TDRA is being implemented. So he has full teams of designing for us the process, of designing for us the procedures, of designing the control. So he will be getting alert if we did some violations. He will be getting alert if one of the process has been skipped, if one of the process has not been followed, if one of the process has not been implemented by us. So the process is not only internally, it comes from the top, from the TDRA, the telecom regarding who's involved with us, up to our chief, up to myself. So this is just to start saying that we have a regulation from the top level. Internally, I have a team within my teams, within my section called Control Tower. So they are the one who's involved to make sure that all my sales, 700 people to 800 people, are following the rules. They are the one who's involved. They have a team of 5-6 people. They have all the system. They have all the tools to identify where I have a gaps, to identify who is not following the rules, to alert the people, whether it's a person, whether it's a systems, whether it's a partner, whether it's an individuals.
Is there any consequences they should follow?
Allah, I mean, let's be frankly speaking. If you are, every month we are processing X thousands number of mobile services, X thousand of fixed services, X thousand of digital solutions, and we are having 700 people, and those are different nationalities, different experienced people, different level of peoples, and we have multiple systems also within the Etisalat. Always there will be a gaps. So we do have a gaps. We are able, we have those, the beauty of this control, it's like a control tower, it's like we call them the screens, the monitorings. It's like your mother in your house. If you're not following the rules, they will come and knock on your doors. So they are the ones who's controlling all our activities, from the process, from the implementations, from the gaps which we have. It's not a matter of finding where the gaps is. Definitely the gaps will be there, no matter what you do. The gap will be also. Either a gap is available because of the systems, or because of the individual, he's not experienced enough, or he's not been trained enough. He might commit a mistake. He might even sometimes, because of the gap of the systems, something happened wrongly. So always mistake is there, but doesn't mean that if mistake happen, you need to stop and do nothing. Mistake relax. Mistake will help you to improve your process. Mistake will help you to improve your situation.
We learn
from mistakes, as you mentioned clearly. So those are the control tower I have in our teams. They are 24/7, verifying, checking where we are having a gap. If there is a gap, they will fix it. If there is a gap, they will train it. If there is something needs to be developed, they will develop it. If support needed from other teams like IT, technology, they will be the one who's involved with writing all this process, designing the process, take it to the IT, take it to the legal, take it to the finance, and ensure that this will never happen again. So for me, it's not a matter of fixing the gap. No, look at the cause, kill it from the day one, kill it from the base. So we are controlling our process as much as possible. We have a teams who's ensuring. We have an ISO certificates. We have guidelines. We have full gaps. We have full details. We have something called sales guideline book. We have process guideline books. We have system guideline books. And each employee, before he even join Etisalat or even join my sections, he will be trained. We don't just give you the book and go and do it by yourself. No. Before you join and implement your work, there is a complete training session from different prospects, from different team members to guide you, to show you. And I have also, if you need to something as a referral, we have in our intranet, which is our internet, there is a portal where you can go and find the process. You find the guidelines you have. If you need to refer some procedures, you can go there and find what to do if this happens. What to do if this is, I face this problem, I face this issues, to whom to call, what to do. So we have full control mechanism systems to make sure that what we do is right.
So as we all know now that Salat is, like, let's say, considered as one of the greatest organizations here in UAE. For sure, there is a lot of competitors. So how do you deal with it?
Competition is good, and it's good for us. It's good for the end users. Why? Because if you are working alone, you will always, the customer will not have a choice, and he will only buy from you. You will think that customer by force he has to use it, whether this product is good or bad, whether this product is have the right customer experience or not. At the end, the customer has no choice. He has to use it.
You will tell back to you.
Because he has no other options. So if I ask the customer to drink this one, he will drink it because he has no other options. Once you have a competition, it's completely different. Now the customer has a choice. It depends on the service. Who provide the best service? Who provide the latest technology? Who provide the service which I need? That's the end users. And for me, and also, now I have to be also very careful with my products, because if the customer is not happy with me, he will go to the other competition. So, but alhamdulillah, it's a big company, it's like strong companies. We're always ensuring the customer experience is there. Customer is always first for us. Before we release any product, before we release any solutions, we need to make sure that it has the right customer experience, the right customer journey, and this product is the customer needs and requirements. Because before we release things, we listen to the voice of the customer. So the customer is very important for us to make sure that the product I release is what he needs. The product I release, he will buy it. He will not just by force, no, by choice. So I have to make sure that the customer select me by choice, not by force.
So can we say that it is like a motivating having good competitors around you?
It's not. It's definitely yes.
Is
It's not a motivation. It's a matter of to make sure that we are the one who's exposed a lot to the customer. We are the one who's using the latest technology. We have the right product, the latest technology that the customer can needs or requirements. The price is also it's what the customer needs and requirements. I know that everybody's saying its price is very high, but you need to see the behind it. What is it behind the price? Behind the price is a network. I'm giving you the latest network. We are the only, Etisalat is the only one who's covering the whole area by 5G. We have every single house a fiber. That fiber has a cost. I'm giving you when it comes to the speed. We are the highest speed of mobile in the world. We are the highest speed on the fixed. That you can make sure that you have to make sure that you are getting the right speeds. So yes, it's giving us the goodwill to go and do more. It's giving us the motivations, the encouragements that we need to go and always update my network. Always I have the latest product, the latest technology, the latest proposition that the customer needs and requirements. Don't just release on one product and sleep. No, if you sleep, the competitor will go and eat this customer also.
Exactly.
So I have to make sure that I have the highest share of wallets. What do I mean by share of wallets? That most of the customers who use in the telecom are from me. Most of the customers who use fixed or mobile are taken from Etisalat. And also, what we call the tooth of mouth means that if you are happy with my services, you will go and ask your friends, Etisalat is good. Why? Because of so and so, and he will go and buy it. And so and so. If each one of those, that because of services of Etisalat, they are good, they will keep spreading the news among the others. So competition always there.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Isam, for having this interview with us. And have a good day.
It's my pleasure. Thank you guys. Always welcomes to encourage such as students like yours. You are the futures. احنا now خلاص يعني احنا time is taking for us. We need to change the plans.
So
And inshallah, with your encouragements, with your motivations, you need to be ready. You need to be at least having the motivations to take these roles. And I will stay for a couple of years, and then it has to be handed over to you to continue this.
but I have one last question. So, based on your experience, I think it is more than 20 years. What kind of advice do you give for us as a students? So, tell us what kind of advice do you give us? Like
I will-
regarding the business.
I will repeat what I
to
said.
make our own business.
One of them, the most important parts. You guys need to have a confidence of yourself. If you think yourself that I cannot go to this level or I cannot work to this company, it's very tough, it's very hard, and you don't have the faith of yourself, you don't have the confidence of yourself, so you will never succeed. So the confidence and the faith of yourself is the key to success. Second, mistakes. And don't expect me for the last 20 years to not make any mistakes. Mistake will always happen. No one on earth is perfect.
Exactly.
The only perfect Kamal Rabbil Alameen. Mistakes will happen. But what do you need to do? Mistakes happen, you need to run away? No. Mistakes happens, go fix it
Face them.
and learn. So learn from mistakes. Mistakes happens, don't worry. You are here. Have confidence, go do it differently. Most important things. If you did a mistake, don't repeat the same. No, go do it differently. You might fail again. One day you will be successful. So confidence with yourself, learn from mistakes, listen to your.
Have alternative solutions. Having alternative solutions.
So yeah, that's one of them. But listen to your teachers,
Instructors. Thank
the
you.
one who's giving you the right models, the right method, the right strategies.
Thank you, Mr. Exam, for having this great interview with us.
Thank you very much. Thanks
very much.
goes to you and thanks to all the gamers. I wish you all the best, inshallah.
Thank you.
Take care.
امشي شوي صور محمد صور مهموش قاعد صور وانا حدث الناس